Hey beautiful people, what is up and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to share with you 4 simple, easy rice-inspired recipes. If you're gluten-free and plant-based like me, I already know you eat a lot of rice. So hopefully these will be inspirational recipes that will not only be super easy to make, but also really low budget, affordable meals that you can feed you and your family. So without further ado, we have 4 recipes to get going, starting with cooking a bunch of rice. I'm actually gonna cook my rice in my pressure cooker. If you have an Instant Pot pressure cooker, you could use that, or you can just do stovetop rice, which I will actually link a recipe for perfect stovetop rice that I found on Pinterest that I use all the time. Literally, it's the best, easiest recipe in the world. Plus, I'll actually list another recipe that is for oven rice that is also really good. I tried that a couple of weeks ago in a video and it was perfection. So if you don't have an Instant Pot or a pressure cooker, you don't want to do stovetop, I got you. We're gonna make you some quick, affordable rice and some really amazing dinners today. This whole video was inspired by this rice. I actually have had this video on my to-do list for a long time. And then I thought, you know what, I just need to get it done and get it made because I love rice, but I don't always love taking the time to make it. So I've had this rice for quite a while. I want to say since October or November, since I went to Trader Joe's. That is okay. Grown in California. You can use any rice you have on hand. I have quite a few different types of rice, but I grabbed this one out because I thought it'd be super easy to make. So I'm gonna get this into my pressure cooker. Like I said, you can make it any way that you would like. We're gonna get this cooked up and start with the recipes. For my pressure cooker rice, I do a 1-to-1 ratio with white rice. So 1 cup of rice to 1 cup of water. And all I do is hit my rice button, which cooks it for 12 minutes. Keep in mind, this is not an Instant Pot. Sometimes I use that term, even though I know it's a brand. This is a pressure cooker, so it cooks a lot longer than per se an IP. But every single time I do a pressure cooker method for my rice, it turns out perfect. It's beautiful, sticky rice. And I like to cook a lot of it at once so I can let it cool and then keep it in my refrigerator and then eat it over the next few days. If you have a rice cooker, that's another method that you could use. For today's recipes, I thought I would come up with a plethora of different cooking styles, so that way, whatever fits your needs, whatever inspires you, you would have a recipe here for you. So there's a lot of different recipes, starting with more of this sheet pan meal, where you could implement any veggies that you have on hand, or anything that you like a little bit better. I just took whatever I had on hand. So we did carrots, chickpeas, tofu, and frozen broccoli. Yes, I do roast my frozen veggies. They turn out perfect every single time. They're amazing. And I just put them in a sheet pan, popped them in my oven, and let them cook, and then I put them over rice. You could definitely do a sauce if you wanted to. I had some additional barbecue sauce I popped on this and some brown mustard, which is such a good combination to me. To me, sauce is either like ketchup, mustard, or barbecue sauce. I don't make a ton of sauces, but you definitely could. I also don't press or kind of wipe down my tofu. I feel like it bakes best for me. For the texture that I like, I use extra firm and I just put it on a sheet pan with my veggies. This cooked for about 25 minutes in total, and I think it was at 450 degrees. Turned out great, and then all I did is serve it over some rice. So it was a really filling meal. It was a great way to get a lot more flavor with the rice, and it was really delicious. Comment down below and let me know if you remember the garlic and salt days. I have onion powder here and garlic salt. It's kind of hard to see, but I just did a basic seasoning on this. I thought that would be really good. Just something basic, because sometimes I just truly want to taste the veggies with a little bit of garlic. So I'm gonna get this over some rice and show you what it looks like.
cook a lot with jackfruit here on my channel, but I actually really enjoy it. Every single time I purchase it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I forget how much I enjoy it. And when you're in the kitchen and the beat drops, you just gotta go with it. If you're not having fun in the kitchen, you're doing it wrong. Make it fun. Turn on some music, dance, meal prep, make your meals, be silly. I hope you have a ton of fun. And if you can tell me what song this is, comment down below. We can be best friends forever. Now that you have witnessed my superior dance skills, seriously though, if you're not having fun while you're cooking your food, like, why not? You should be. You should be having a ton of fun in your kitchen. Behind the scenes, I am making a mess. You saw my dishwasher was open. I have dishes all over, but I just turn on some really good music, always an early 2000s emo vibe, but I love it. And I just get to work and I prep all our food and I just love being in my kitchen. So to the jackfruit, I am adding some onion powder, garlic powder. Nothing too bold or heavy. You could definitely add some ginger if you wanted to. I feel like that goes really good with barbecue sauce, whatever you'd like. And then I just kind of saute it a little bit in a pan, I guess, if you will, and break down the jackfruit so it's nice and tender. So if you've never had jackfruit with barbecue sauce before, it is supposed to be like a mock pulled pork or a pulled chicken, if you will. I actually prefer it, obviously, way over chicken or pork. I've mentioned this before, but I've been plant-based for 2 years. I will link a video above with a what I eat in a day plus my plant-based story in case you're curious as to why I went plant-based. But this is delicious. If you have a family that still eats meats, I would actually try this out on them and not tell them what it is. They'll probably really love it. With sticky rice, it is so good. My husband and I truly, truly, truly love this meal. I feel like you could do anything with it. You could put it on sandwiches. You could make pizza with it. I think we've done pizza before in the past. We've also done lettuce wraps with it. It's really good. I wish it came in bigger cans. I'm going to have to look to see if I can find it in like bigger quantities on Amazon or something, because everywhere here I can only find it in like a little can. And then I can get it on Thrive Market for actually cheaper than I can at Whole Foods or even Trader Joe's.
So if you are new to my channel, I just want to quickly say hi, welcome. My name is Miranda and I love to share low budget, extreme budget, cheap, easy, affordable meal ideas that are plant-based. I am very passionate about sharing financial freedom, lowering your grocery budget costs, because we went through a debt-free journey about a year ago and it really changed my life. It showed me how I can be helpful to so many people by just sharing what works for us. We still stick to an extremely low grocery budget and we love food. So hopefully you can click around here on my channel and find low budget meal ideas, one pot meal ideas, sheet pan meal ideas, pasta meal ideas, potato meal ideas, everything under the sun that is plant-based and low budget, to give you some inspiration in case you need some when it comes to cooking like lower budget meals or just some plant-based recipes in general. Give this video a big thumbs up if you will. It really helps me here on my channel. Let me know down in the comments if you are new here so I can welcome you to my channel. But let's jump into today's third recipe. Okay, I'm actually gonna make lentils on the stovetop, which I've actually never done. But I just asked Google. Make sure I don't say that name out loud because y'all tell me that it sets off yours. But I just asked her and she gave me a quick recipe. So we're gonna do 1 cup of lentils to 4 cups of water, bring it to a boil and then let it simmer almost like you would rice for 30 minutes.
These lentils actually turned out really, really good. I will link the recipe down below for them in case you want to check it out. Just a stovetop, just a different method. I do feel that every single method crock pot, instant pot, pressure cooker, stovetop, oven. They all make things taste different. I also added a homemade taco seasoning to this. I will have to dig out my recipe and leave it in the description box in case you want a homemade taco seasoning. I can't remember which recipe I shared this in, like which recipe video, and I haven't made it in a long time, and I just used the end of it up. So I'm gonna have to find the recipe, not only for you guys, but also for myself. But these are really good. I feel like with a taco bowl, you can add, again, whatever you have in your refrigerator, whatever you like. If you want to add some avocado or a different type of veggie, different type of salsa. I did onions, tomatoes, picante, lentils, and then we also had some olives I found in the pantry, and those are some of my husband and I's favorites. Once I was done cooking this recipe video, we actually sat and had lunch. It was kind of nice because I had 4 meals prepped and ready to go. So we each could pick one, and then we kind of shared meals. It was really nice. And then we had one for lunch the next day. So every time on the weekends when I am making videos and cooking and prepping, I feel like we just have the best lunches afterwards. It's really, really fun. If you don't follow me over on Instagram, you should. My husband and I have been having so much fun posting really fun reels. We love to make you guys laugh, keep you entertained. It's a nice break actually from recipe building all the time for me. I do still share recipes over on Instagram, but sometimes you just have to have like a little bit of change, a little bit of balance in your life, and I can't just share constant recipes. It's really hard to obviously be cooking every single day, and then I don't want to share things constantly on repeat. But if you don't follow me over on Instagram, you should. We can give you a good laugh here or there, make you chuckle a little bit. But this is definitely a 5 out of 5 or a 10 out of 10, whichever you want to say it. It was a really good lunch. My husband actually had this one, and I had the jackfruit lunch for this day. This last meal is actually the simplest one, but I did want to share it because simple doesn't necessarily mean like bad. I think a lot of times we think that we have to overcomplicate recipes, and I really do try to share like the most basic recipes, few ingredients equal budget friendly. So this is just a bag of stir fry. I had half a bag in the freezer and about a cup of edamame. I added some ginger, some garlic to it, and then put it with rice. It would be really, really good with Bragg's aminos, coconut aminos, soy sauce. You could do a sweet chili glaze if you wanted to, but it's really kind of more of like a traditional 50-50 plate, if you will, 50% starch, 50% veggies. Super delicious. You can make it for meal prep. You can make it for a dinner. You could add tofu if you wanted. Simple is always like my go-to, and this is like a really easy 1-serving meal in case you are just cooking for yourself on a specific night. This is actually my go-to meal and why I keep a lot of frozen stir fry on hand in case my husband is working late. So here is the lineup of meals today. We enjoyed a really great lunch after this video. Leave me a comment down below and let me know which of the following on the screen, which video you would like to see the most, helping me kind of give a little bit of direction to another complete recipe video that is kind of like one focus, just like this one.
As always, thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I hope you really enjoyed it. My Monday and Thursday uploads are back for the month of March, so make sure you're subscribed and always have your notifications on because I do often post bonus videos on Saturdays. I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you again so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.